Hey ho, my young explorer homies, it's James Raffin here, and we're going to do the how to make a Turk's head bracelet. Yeah, check it out. As always, we need to check out the resource bag from Science Rendezvous, but inside that are 9 things. We've got a piece of birch bark, we've got a leather lanyard, we've got a piece of pipe, we've got a piece of wood. We've got a piece of leather with a knife, a needle. We've got some sinew. We've got a knotting rope, and we've got some plywood. And in this case, we don't need any tools, except maybe a water bottle, but more on that in a second. I love knots. I love cord. I love the things that cord can do, the things that knots can do. They're pretty, they're fun, and the Turk's head is my favorite of all time. So what I want to do to begin, perhaps curiously, is to show you a Turk's head knot, a Turk's head bracelet. And believe it or not, that is just what happens when you braid over, under, over, under. Every piece this one goes under that one, it goes over that one, it goes under that one, goes over that one, under and over. But to begin, what I want to do is take apart this. It's a true Turk's head knot, as Rob Chisnell said. It's one piece of cord with 2 ends. And you can, when you're finished, you can sew those in or just leave them. But I want you to imagine that you're carrying a piece of cord always. You never know when you're going to need a piece of cord. And that you could do what I'm going to do now. So it's got, here I'm going to hold this bite. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bites. It's got 3 lay in some places. So that's 3 there, 3 there, 3 there. I don't think, yeah, here we've got only 2 because if we don't have enough cord, but it doesn't really matter. It can be symmetrical. If you want to stop after 2 lays and cut and burn the ends, that's fine with me. But depending on how you want to do it. But I want to show you some features of the knot by taking the knot apart. So there's an end. And you see it's lying, those are lying, they're always lying side by side. So there's, those 3 are lying side by side. I take that out. And you notice as I take out the 3rd strand on one pass, I actually go automatically, because it's one piece of cord, I automatically start taking the 3rd wrap out of the next. Where are we here? So we still have 3. I'm going to take that out now. Watch. Okay, 3 there. And I think eventually we'll get to a point. There we are. I've taken out all the 3 lays, and there we're down to 2. So if you wanted to tuck that one in and sew it in, you could have a bracelet of 2, and you could sew it together. Or you can see that if I start taking this apart some more, I take out that, I'll work this down to 1 lay, which is the essential braiding. So there is a simple 1 lay. Now I want you to remember just the pattern here. You see, let's follow this strand here. It goes over this one, it goes under this one. So it goes over, under, then it goes over the next one. See, it goes over that one, and then it goes under. That's all a Turk's head is. It goes over, under, over, under, over, under. I'm going to show you 2 ways to do it. This is where you may want to have your water bottle handy, because it'll help you. And I'll tell you right now that tying it too small for your wrist to start is probably a good idea, because then the more times you tie it, the better you'll get at it. There's your water bottle. I've got the end in one hand, and I'm going to wrap around there. I'm going to cross it over on itself. So all I've got there is that. I'm going to come around the back and touch the cross there and bring it under this side right there. That is the start of a Turk's head knot right there. That is the start. You see we're starting to get the 3 brands of the crossovers. The next step, I want to go this way, but I want to go over one and under one. But in order to make that happen, I need to cross those like that. So I'm going to go over that one and under that one. See, I've got 2 stitches now. Come around again, cross these over. Coming under this one, I want to go over that one and under this one. There's another stitch, so we can follow around. I want to cross those again. I'll go over that one, under that one. There we go. Try one more. And eventually I'm going to get back to the beginning. See what's happened? I've come back to the beginning. So there's the beginning there, that one. And there's the one I brought all the way around. And I can take it off here and look at it now. And you can see that I've done that. But these 2 are now side by side. See that? So I've got one lay going on. And all I need to do with this long end now is follow along beside the one I've just caught up to. And I want to be right beside it. I never want to cross this one. So I want to go follow it under here and watch what happens when that. So I'll pull that. See how those 2 are side by side? Move it around, follow it, and okay, it's going. This one is going under. So I want to follow that under there. Keep going. I'm going to go, I'm still following this guy, under there and over there. And if you're thinking, oh man, James, I'm lost, I just want you to just look at the pattern. See how I'm laying down beside? Always beside. So this one's now going under here. So under there. And I've come, I think, back to the beginning. See? I've doubled one of my lays. And now I just want to keep following. I'm following this cord this time. There's number 2. All right. Following around, coming under here. See, I'm still just following along. So this is the one I'm following. So look at that. Now I've got 2 double lays there and 1 single lay. But if I just keep following, I'm now going to double up the last strand. Watch what happens. Yeah. Just always beside. Just never crosses the one it's following. Yeah. So, like a lot of things in exploring, it makes something beautiful, but it takes some practice. Stuff doesn't just happen. You actually have to practice it. You have to look at it. You have to work it. And one of the things I love about doing handwork like this is it gives your head a chance to catch up with your hands and just kind of think as you're going along. So there I've got 2 lays all the way around. And that's a beautiful Turk's head knot. See that? Beautiful Turk's head knot. But you notice I've got these ends hanging down there. So what I'm going to do with the ends is I can make a 3 lay till they run out. So I'm going to follow that one. See how it's beside? There's the double. I'm going to come under here. So there's one 3-lay. I don't know how far it'll get. That's one 3-lay with there. I've worked that right in. And here this other one, you notice that it's beside a 2-lay. There's the 3-lay we just did, but we're going to go the other way now, and we'll use up this cord. Of course, if we had more cord, we'd be able to do 3-lay the whole way around, which is something that's an option for you, but I needed to figure out how much would be the best amount of rope to put in each package. So I came up with about 2 meters or so. There we go. So there, what we've got is a beautiful 3 and 2-lay Turk's head knot. There we are. Very similar to the one that's on my wrist, made with thinner cord. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lovely 3-lay red one, or two and 3-lay red one. So that's one way to do it. Let's do a quick review. I'll just show you how to start it around here. Again, you've got your water bottle. You cross over like that, and then come up and touch the cross and go under the right side, the one side here. Okay, and that's the knot that you're getting started on. And you'll start to pick up the pattern. If you cross those two, you'll start to see the pattern. There it is. Because you don't always have a water bottle handy, I can show you a way to do it just with your hands. So if you want to lay it on your hand like that, and you can actually separate your fingers to get the size of wrist you want. So I want to do what I did on the water bottle. I want to come around and cross over like that. Then I want to bring this up and touch the cross, hold it with my thumb. And this one's going underneath on the right side, as we did before. Then we cross them. We cross them like that. And then we cross them again. And eventually, you will create that first set of stitches. And if I come all the way back to the beginning yet, there I am, they've come back together. There I am back at the beginning. And if I count that bite as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bites. Yeah, so there's a Turk's head knot. And because I separated my fingers when I made it, I think it's probably just about right to go over my wrist and make a... Now your hand, that's the size. So I probably could have made that a little smaller. But now I know when I have that with me, I have always a piece of cord that I can use for things that I need cord for, to tie things together, to tie things apart, to make a clothesline, to fix my pack or my canoe. I've always got some there. Plus I've made a beautiful knot that I can use for other things. It's a Turk's head bracelet. And you may be the only one in your family with one of those. I hope you enjoy it. Stop the video anytime you want to stop it, and you'll get it eventually. I know you will. See you next time.